Hi there, it's me again, your Lavanya. We are continuing our discussion on Thiruvarutpayan, verse number 58. ஓராதே ஒன்றையும் உற்று உண்ணாதே நீ முந்தி பாராதே பார்த்ததனை பார். It's a very insightful verse for our thoughts today. Guru is giving a very interesting piece of advice for us, which we should be practicing at least from today onwards. What he says is, once you have started realizing, or once you started knowing, because knowing is different from realizing, right? Once we theoretically knew that everything is done by someone and we don't have control over it, we start to realize the truth that everything is done by the Almighty. Once we have that clarity, don't break your head too much. Don't start your research on that Almighty. Don't even think about evaluating whether the Almighty has the power or whatever. Don't do that. The reason is, even if we are going to analyze it, do we think we have the capability? Our brain is such a limited capacity brain. Can we analyze the Almighty? We won't be able to do it. Imagine I'm not even able to float in air. I'm not able to float in water. I don't have the capacity. Am I going to evaluate someone who is beyond all these planets and beyond all these galaxies and all these? Obviously, my brain doesn't have that capacity. This is something the soul must realize. We are no one to evaluate the Almighty. We are none, absolute none. So what happens over here is, when you have realized the Almighty's power is beyond our capacity to measure, it is beyond anything in this universe, all we have to do is just surrender ourselves. Just surrender ourselves. Instead of going and doing a research and wasting our time and energy and whatever it is in it, rather just surrender. Try to understand based on His grace itself. All we have to do is just surrender, request Him to accept us and give us the clarity, give us the enlightenment. That is all a soul has to do. After realizing this, we should never even start with the concept as I did something, I am talking about this, I am doing it. No, that's what they call it as, in Sanskrit they call it as Mukkarana Varibad, which is doing a prayer, or when we are worshipping, it's usually done based on three things. One is the words, the next one is our mind, the third one is our body. We need to start practicing that everything is because of the Almighty based on all the three. We need to start talking about it, because talking has a very big impact on us. So we need to start saying that everything is because of Him and not I'm like none, zero. We need to start practicing it physically, that everything is His responsibility, everything is done as per His guidance, and whatever He is dictating is what is happening. And the third one is our mind. We should start believing, we should start accepting the truth that everything is beyond our control and everything is happening as per a perfect calculation, and the calculation is done by the best project manager ever in this universe, which is the Almighty. Lovely verse as usual. I'll come back again with the next verse very soon. Until then, bye-bye.